Welcome back to G.I. Joe Danger at the Docks, where last time we saw how Destro obtained Old Painless from Predator and turned himself into a Terminator. We also got confirmation that Admiral Keelhaul was in fact a real member of the United States Navy once we saw him pick up a coffee mug instead of a firearm. Let's not forget the adventures of Timber, as he got a pair of crazy carnival teeth and an action feature. We also saw the exploits of Dr. Mindbender, as it took him 3 separate Serpentor action figures to make one that resembled something from the cartoon that Hasbro was unable to do for no apparent reason. And now we continue with Part 3, the epic conclusion of G.I. Joe Danger at the Docks, where they're not searching for all the parts of the Weather Dominator. That was easy to get. No, we had to go track down parts for the mass device, which made no sense because you couldn't find the stupid doggone end of the thing. Hang on for the epic conclusion. Alright, here's everything from the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version of the 50th Anniversary Danger at the Docks, Toys R Us exclusive set. So yeah, got the recolored eel and the recolored Flint. The eel and the night landing raft are like colored like something new. I'm not sure, they may have done a black one like this during the was it the late 90s when they had the other Toys R Us exclusive night landing set. It may have been a black raft. I don't know, then we have like the more familiar tan VAMP Mark II over here with a more familiar colored Flint. So I'm not going to go through articulation on these guys, but I'm going to go ahead and like pack up all this stuff. Just want to show you that the comes with a decal sheet that has like the full color markings, so the low vis markings. So we'll see if I'm going to use this or if I'm going to get the Cobra stickers version of the other decals. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of enamored with those guys right now, so I tend to use those on everything that I've been redoing. Even though I have some original decal sheets, I've been kind of like holding those aside. So any kind of project where I've been redoing an extra vehicle and not one that's actually part of my vintage collection, like I've been doing like stuff that would fit with the 25th, 30th style figures. Like the what's a good example? And of course I can't think of one. I did that Stun. I did a Dreadnought chopper. I did. There's another vehicle too that I did. Oh, I did a Ferret, and I did Zartan Swamp Skier. I did all those. Redid them for use with my 25th anniversary Joes and stuff. So I'll look and see. Just compare the sheets. Now I was thinking this was like the Stinger thing on here, but now this same decals came on the VAMP Mark II originally. So. We'll see what I think when or if I get another really sheets in. Comes with the blueprints just like the regular version. Same gear as the regular version. The only really difference is the colors. So I'll go ahead and pack some of this stuff up, and then we'll focus on the figures, and then we'll get to the vehicles. Alright, so here's the 50th Anniversary Cobra Eel from the Toys R Us Comic-Con set. And he's got like the gold, gold for 50th Anniversary. I get that. I think I may have skipped over that in one of the videos. Like, I don't understand why there's gold on there. I know why there's gold on there, but why do they put gold on there? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I understand the stand being gold, but did he really need a gold logo? I don't mind so much this one, but the redo of the original style figure with the gold on there just doesn't do it for me. I don't really get it. And like looking at Flint here, I don't see there's a gold star like on his chest. I don't know if I brought that up. But he's got a gold star on his chest. You can see it right there. So all the figures have some gold on them. Just I don't know why. These are brand new. Like as far as I know, Flint's a brand new mold. I haven't looked to see if there's like another version, but I didn't see any when I looked online, other than the other totally different versions. But anyway, I digress. This one does come with the black helmet, which looks kind of cool. It's kind of neat. I kind of like his colors. It does kind of give me like a little bit of nostalgia for the original, was it the Mass Device series where he had like the totally red Cobra Frogmen or divers, whatever you want to call them. They weren't even called eels back then. This was like 83, 84, whenever it was, before the other figures actually came out. But kind of looks like that. It's with all the red on there. Probably could take off this and it could be like a direct update of that, but then you also have like the black. Let me go ahead and stick it on there. Now that I've just dropped the ram this thing on this dude's head, and then and for whatever reason this guy's really fighting putting his hoses in, so they're just going to be sticking up above his head, all crazy looking. And so there he is, like that. And now let me get the stand. Stand in the place where you are. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. So there he is. It looks pretty cool. I have to warm up these doggone lines and get them to stay down instead of popping out. I'm not gonna worry about that right now, but it looks pretty cool. Just you know, I would like to see. I really like seeing cheaper sets, like split up, like I said before. Like even if they package these guys for like with this for like 20, I could see that. You know, Toys R Us exclusive. You know, $17.99, whatever, $15.99. Maybe Target or Walmart, and then you know like 20, 25 bucks, or maybe even 30 for the Vamp and Flint. And then I would have army built these guys up because that looks really cool, and probably would have taken and gotten an extra one of these black boats here and taken the stuff off of it, made it like a G.I. Joe, you know, Snake Eye special little Zodiac. But as it is, I'm not buying another one of these sets for this guy. It costs too much. So yeah, so there's the eel, and then we'll look at Flint, which he's the same exact mold as the other figure, as the other figure, just different paint apps. Yeah, pretty cool. I already went over and reviewed the same standard articulation on this figure as for all like the 20th, 25th anniversary figures. Nothing really new on here. Looks good. The paint's a little crappy on the forearms, but not too bad. Not sure if he's going to replace my my Hall of Fame Flint or not. We'll kind of see. I may try to see if I can swap heads. That might be it. He has like a nice flat black beret going on. Has his brown gloves and all that. So, we'll see. Still a cool looking figure. So, yep, not bad. So let's move right into looking at the boat. Comes with the same chest, same gear, same decals. I'm not gonna go over that again. Go back and look at the first half or the previous video. It has it on there. And then we come with the boat. Now it comes with it looks like a light gray, probably intended to be white markings on here, because they did that sometimes with the G.I. Joe stuff. They'd have like red markings or white markings, or the like with the hiss markings, like they did different stuff. This one, unfortunately, this gun here, my poor little peg was bent up. I don't know if you can tell. It's bent up a little bit now, but it was like really bent over. So if this thing bends anymore at all, one more time, it's done. But it has like the same floppy handle on here, so you got like a lot of give in it. So you put it in your guy's hand. And something I didn't really show off really was like the scale. Like it's hard to get this guy in there. He's just too big for the doggone boat. I mean, you can get him in there, you know, but it's not going to be like the old style figures. You have to like kind of mess around with it a little bit, but you know, they do fit in there. But of course, just like the blue version, it's the same old one-piece hull, snap-in oars. They just really pop out pretty easy. I can do it one-handed there for the most part. So those are essentially removable. I'd like to see the cover removable on the motor, but not too bad. So that's all right. That's pretty cool. Not my favorite part, but not bad. And then finally, let me take a second and get over to it. It's the VAMP Mark II, done in the correct colors, sort of. Now I think the original VAMP Mark II, this is more of a light gray, whereas here it's like white. It is the newer version of the bottom half. It snaps together the same as the other one, which I'm not sure if I showed exactly or not, but if you look at the exploded view that I am doing either before or after this, I tear one of these apart and it's the same mold, but you have like the bumper. You have those two tabs right there, or plugs or posts, and they go into two holes down here on the bottom as I drop my water cans. So those get plugged in there. Alright. Does all the same things as the other one. Has like a swivelly thing with hoses on it. Except you can see it now, because I think before when I was doing this on one of the other videos it was cut off. You have like the open driver's side canvas top there. You got the angle open things. It looks like my dashboard is a little warped. I have to do some work on that. Maybe even swap it out with the other version. But yeah, I mean, these are removable if you want to. You just apply a little pressure there, and then you can see tripwires mines. That's what they look like shoved in the back. I don't know, are those batteries? I don't know. They're always cool with that. And this is actually assembled differently from the instructions. The instructions show it flipped over with this vent on the underside, but when you do that, you lose like a lot of the movement. It also has an open hood right there. So you see, like, it has like the black plastic underneath there. Actually, I think they painted that. It's actually painted because this is part of the upper body. So you get that. They did paint that. It looks really good. It looks like plastic. Removable entrenching tool. And I think on the Stinger, that's like an AK-47. So yeah. So the only thing I got left to talk about on this thing are the missiles. Yeah, they are removable, but these things are done in black plastic. Which, if you guys will remember from the old VAMP, they were done in a lighter gray plastic, which more resembles the missiles that were in the regular edition, which that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap out all of them and put gray missiles in this one and put the black missiles in another one, and never the twain shall meet. Whatever that actually means. Okay, so as a set, now this thing was available at Comic-Con for $30, and they had them when I was there. I just didn't get one because I didn't think they were going to sell out. They never seem to sell out of the G.I. Joe stuff. So after I'd gone through the line, I'd gotten Raphael, the movie Raphael figure, and I think I even went back through another time and got the Blunt Man and Chronic Mini-Mate 2-pack. They still had them. And then so when I went back the third time to finally pick it up, because I wanted to grab like two of them if I could, or one then and maybe one later, they were sold out. Just sold out for the show. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So I was like, well, you know what, the Toys R Us exclusives, you know, they're usually pretty easy to get. Which, yeah, I had no problem getting the regular version. I just didn't realize at the time it was going to be both this version and the camo version. Because I kept on saying, oh yeah, this version will be available online. I wasn't putting two and two together. Yeah, the units that they had set aside for online went on sale, and they were sold out like that. So this guy, I think I ended up paying, after shipping, I want to say right at $60, maybe a little bit less. Which that was double. Which, you know, once you include shipping and tax was included, you know, I probably paid, you know, $45 plus shipping and tax. Somewhere in there. Which isn't actually bad for the set. Now, like I said, I think I priced it out at about $53. Like, if you get these, you know, separately, like pretty much the figures were selling for around $10 a piece. So that was $20 right there. I think I valued the boat set at like $12, $13, I think, maybe. So we'll be generous with that and we'll go $13, like $12.99. So that's $33. So then this were to sell for $20 by itself, which it totally could. They did like $17.99, like what, 10 years ago? I don't think it was even quite 10 years ago, was it? Where it was like a vehicle and a figure for like $17.99 at Target. So yeah, I could see this selling for by itself for $20 now, just the way the market and stuff is. That's $53. So I paid that plus like $7 shipping for an exclusive that was like sold out at Comic-Con, which I'm pretty happy about. So yeah, not bad. I haven't checked the prices lately. Your mileage may vary. But I thought this was a crucial, not really crucial, but okay, a crucial piece to have. You know, just cut in this color. I just wish they'd done it like I already said in one of the other videos. They'd done this in, you know, tan like it was, which is tan's kind of dark. Colors are kind of off, but you know what it's supposed to be. This like this, the vintage blue with this one, like, where did it go? Really, this is the set they should have done. And it shouldn't have been the Comic-Con exclusive. It should have been the regular set. It should look just like that. You know, you got your pan vamp, blue thing, good to go. Then for the exclusive, could have had camo on the block. What's wrong with that? Why they didn't do that, I don't know. This wasn't exciting enough. I mean, that's a cool looking set, if you ask me. You know, it's all like, ooh, under the cover of the night. You know, and then you have like the regular version. Who am I? I've only been doing this for 30 years, so. My verdict for the set, taking availability into account, if you're able to get one for cost, then this is like a 10. Easy. 30 bucks for this set? It's a 10. Just for that and the regular colored Flint. Love the way he looks and everything and all that. This guy's actually cool for a variant. So yeah, 10, no problem. But if you had to factor in the hassle of, because it wasn't any great feat to get into the line for these. I'll let you know, you just had to know where to look, which isn't that big a deal, because everybody, I'm sure, was running over to Hasbro, where's the Jeep? And they're like, oh, it's over there. But luckily I already know to go over there first. Yeah. So once you factor in the hassle, having to get the sucker online, I'm probably going to take it down to probably the same level as the regular version, you know, because I think it was cooler than the other version, you know, because of the tan vamp. Still kind of iffy on that, but even though the coolness brings it up, the hassle factor brings it down, so they're equal as far as I'm concerned. They should have done like a 2-for-2 case pack. I think these were packed 3 per case though. See if they had done these 1 per case. It was like 2 of the camos with 1 of these in stores regularly. That'd have been awesome, but I didn't see that. I never saw this in the store. I know a lot of times the Toys R Us exclusives will show up, and there's a lot of them there, like the exclusive exploded view, I guess you want to call it, the anatomy of a creeper. That's there. I mean, I don't know, a lot of stuff crosses over and isn't changed. This is the first time I've seen something like really have kind of like a drastic change, I guess, going to the Toys R Us. Yeah, so enough on that. So 9.0 for the G.I. Joe 50th Anniversary Danger at the Docks Comic-Con exclusive tan set with the black Zodiac and the recolored Eel. You know, original colors Flint. Yeah, 9.0. I'm going to say if you don't have one, try to get you one at a reasonable price. How about that? And I am going to give it just like my other set, 2 thumbs up. Comment, like, and subscribe. Boop, right there. Likey over here. And as always, thanks for watching and keep playing with your toys. Because I do. Thanks, guys. Alright, real quick, this is how it should have been packaged. You got the gray missiles, you got the other head, or you got the newer version of Flint's head on the older Flint body, which I dig the older body better. You got the gray eel and the blue boat, and everybody's happy. There we go. So there you go, Hasbro, take note, because I know you're subscribing to my channel. Yeah, right. Alright, guys. Hey, thanks for watching the little bonus clip here, and yeah, thanks for watching in general. Should be 400 subscribers by the time this comes up, so I'm really itching to do a giveaway, hopefully really soon. I've got a box that I've been filling up, so we'll kind of see what happens. Just kind of, you know, keep me on track, keep on asking me about it, and yeah, like I always like saying, keep playing with your toys, guys. Alright, here's all the modern versions of the VAMP. Now we had this version that came out. This was with the Target set. I'm going to kind of move these around in the back here real quick, and after I knock off the AK-47 from the fender of the Stinger, and as it rolls away. But no, this was the VAMP. This is the one we got for the 25th anniversary. Came with clutch, double clutch, whatever. This is basically identical to the VAMP Mark II, with the only difference being the missile launcher here on the back. Has the same hoses, the same access things. Now I did add this. This is a vintage top, so the actual, gotta pull it off from the front. It's a little bit snug. The actual one didn't come with one, but yeah, you got like painted seats in this one. I don't think you really got. You got maybe a. No, didn't really get any detail on the inside though. Just the seats got painted. And that's pretty much it. They did paint the inside of the engine compartment black for you. It looks like black plastic in there, but it's paint. And they did the tail lights in red. But other than that, it's the same exact mold. Didn't see any differences there. So after that, oh, and this also has the same problem with the roll bar coming down. And I always thought that it'd be cool to put, and this is off a Stinger, by the way, a top on the VAMP. I thought that looked way cooler. So I don't know if I'll go through the trouble to get doors or not, but there we go. So that replicates the original vintage VAMP pretty well. Then we got the the Stinger, the Cobra Stinger. Now the thing with this is it has a totally different chassis. It looks like the upper body has been changed, just like the other ones. So it actually fits the figures a little bit better. You don't have the opening front. The back pieces are molded in to the underside. It comes with the missile launcher here on top. The doors open up differently from the, and that's not actually the driver, that's actually a gunner. I couldn't find my driver. But they did paint the winch on the front. And they did paint this silver inside here. But it's basically the same mold as the vintage one, but it's not. Haven't compared them side by side, but it's not the same exact mold. It's kind of weird. Even though you can look and see this has like the peg sticking through. This is like the good old metal axles in there. It's really kind of weird. It's like a weird funky hybrid. I'm not sure what they were thinking about that. But yeah, it looks like the old Stinger, but it fits the new figures. So yeah, interesting. And then of course we got this last two here. We got finally the VAMP Mark II, and I'm calling this like the VAMP Mark 2.5 in the new paint scheme there. So there you go, a little bit of VAMP history. Really like to compare this to the Stinger to the vintage and see, but they're all boxed up right now. All my vintage stuff is. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. Yeah, sorry if these videos ran way too long. At least I split them up in what, 2 parts. Even though I was joking about being 3 parts, because there's always like you'd watch G.I. Joe and the old days, they had like the weekday cartoon, and it'd be 5 parts, you know, Monday through Friday, and if you missed one, it's like, what happened? It's always something insane. Like the first one, you know, it's like, you know, if you watch the first one, we're looking for all these different pieces of matter, like for the mass device, but then you find out they're fighting like these crazy eels and all this different stuff if you missed a day, and it's like, what in the world happened? So that was kind of like my tribute to that, if you guys saw that intro. But yeah, like I already said, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Keep playing with your toys, because I do. I open up everything, exclusives included. Every now and then I buy stuff in the packaging, and if I'm not going to display it, I keep it in the packaging, but 90% of the time, maybe 80% of the time, it's probably more realistic, stuff gets opened at some point and kind of fooled with, reviewed, what have you. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching my epic review. Remember, pray for the families from September 11th, and support your military. So, can't say it enough. Thanks for watching, guys.